Okay, 2 days after giving birth, he shot the mother of his child and took the life of a 1 month old baby. He put the baby in the river. This is the not the Yale Holly case, and this is her trial. So I'm gonna react to it. Yes, 2 days after giving birth, her boyfriend, the father of her baby girl, took the life of her and her baby girl. He put the baby girl in the river, and the baby girl lost her life, and her mother lost her life too. So this is the Danielle Holly case. So I'm gonna react to it now. Wait a minute, I gotta cut my speaker on. Dang it.
Power on. Bluetooth.
I forgot to cut my speaker on. Now I'm finna react to it now. I done cut my speaker on now. I gotta get this straightened. Come on, damn thing. There we go. I'm finna press record. Well, actually, I already pressed record. So I'm finna react to this now. So I'm finna press play. So this is the Danielle Holly case.
There's no need for you to do anything, Brandon. You could have walked away. You should have stayed gone. Because my grandbaby was going to be taken care of regardless. We missing out on Kenny 2 days. Not even a full 2 days. My grandbaby got just like you.
I think it's because of waiting.
Wait, like she was nothing. Come on now. Oh, Kia. You shot my baby 5 times a day. Not you want a rabbit dog. I can't.
Okay, go back to the
There's no need for you to do anything, Brandon. You could have walked away. You should have stayed gone. Because my grandbaby was going to be taken care of all this. We missing out on 2 days. Not even a full 2 days. My grandbaby got just like that. You threw her away like she was nothing. Come on now. Oh, Kia. You shot my baby 5 times a day. Not you want a rabbit dog. I can't forgive you for it. I don't care how much I try. I just can't. Because all you had was to stay gone. The girl don't be good. My baby should be here. We should be listening to radio stereo voice. We should be looking at the pictures. I went from talking to her all day at work. Not hear my voice. It hurts. I don't like going around family because my baby's not here. Family function, everybody got their kids, and I'm missing I miss my child, my grandchild, and they just don't sit right with me, and they don't even have to be gone. You didn't have to do anything, Brandon. We had both. And you were. That was just a cowboy out. What could Kitty do to you?
They ain't deserve to do
What
that.
could Dad do to you?
They did not deserve to do that like that.
I miss my girls. Everybody miss her. All we got is pictures and memories. And that's not right. 2 days. She wasn't even a full 2 days now. Wasn't even a full 2 days.
She was still a newborn baby.
We could have been there for that time. We could have spent all that time with her. But she picked you. And you took out. Come on, you got to make it sense. My baby was in the streets. She was working home with her child. She was gonna be and working home with kids as well. Them girls were like, no, I just hate these days. I just wish you would have stayed gone. You should have stayed gone. It's so many deadbeats out here. You could have been a deadbeat. You didn't have to take their life. You didn't. And I can't forgive you. I'm so sorry. I tried. I got a grandbaby that cry every day. Missing her mama. And all I can say is, it's gonna be better, right? It's not getting better for her. She miss her mama. She miss her sister. I tried to get her to write a statement, come here and tell y'all how she feels. She's scared to be around you. You took her from my mama. I mean, you took her mama from me. Come on. Her sister. You know how everybody cried. Telling me to go find her sister. And I'm looking for her. I can't find her. And then here you go in the river. How you think that made her feel? My grandbaby should be here. My daughter should be here. And you should have been gone. Did you?
That's some sad shit, man. He could have just left him alone.
That's all I can say. I miss my girls. They not here. They just don't sit right
That's
here
some
at
sad
all.
shit.
At all.
And look, girl, so-
A man turned 25 years old, marked the occasion by ending two lives. One belonging to a woman who had done nothing to him, and the other belonging to a daughter he had just met 2 days
That's a
before.
damn shame. That's some sad shit. I shouldn't have your baby like that, mother your kids like that.
Can you clarify that for us? Can you see how far she go on the water? What the question was? Or how far in the water did you throw her? What's the question?
You said it wasn't far. It didn't go as far as it does.
Okay.
Before we get into it, leave a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Crime on Pulse so you won't miss the next case. Danielle Letitia Hoyle was born in 1995 in Memphis, Tennessee. By 2022, she was 27 years old, a working mother raising her 9-year-old daughter Jariah in the Whitehaven neighborhood of Memphis, in the home she shared with her mother, April Campbell. People who knew Danielle didn't speak about her in vague terms. They remembered the way she showed up, not just for milestones, but for the quiet, everyday moments that define a person. She worked at a FedEx facility in Memphis, a job that kept her close to home and helped to provide stability for Jariah. It was at that facility, sometime in early 2021, that she crossed paths with Brandon Isabel. Brandon was 24 at the time, born on February 1st, 1997. On paper, he looked like someone who had things figured out. In 2020, he had been named FedEx Employee of the Year at that same Memphis facility. But the picture outside of work told a different story. Brandon was legally married to a woman named Zaria. Together, they had a 5-year-old son named Kingston. By the time Brandon and Danielle began their relationship, Zaria and himself were living separately and co-parenting Kingston. But no divorce papers had been filed. In every legal sense, he was still a married man. April Campbell stated that she had concerns about her daughter dating Brandon, even after he claimed to be separated.
Did you approve her dating Brandon?
I can't say. Well, to be honest, no.
Go.
After she told me about I just, well, I just didn't like what she told me. I'm gonna say this.
What did you learn about it?
Said he was married.
Okay.
Said if he's married, how do you think he gonna treat you? If he's not treating his wife right, how do you treat you right?
By mid-2021, Danielle found out she was pregnant and was happy about it. April testified that Danielle sent her an ultrasound photo excitedly.
She sent me a picture of ultrasound saying, Mama, guess what they found? What they found? And she was like, they found a baby. I had to ask her to just look at the picture and see that night because I thought she was playing jokes on me. But she was really excited. Everybody was excited. We thought she wasn't going to have any more.
Was the whole family excited about it?
What Danielle didn't yet know was that around that same time, Brandon had already begun pursuing someone else at work, Artisha Stewart. She was 23, a single mother raising her 4-year-old daughter Aaliyah, and she also worked at FedEx. When Brandon first approached her, he presented himself as separated from his wife, but he did not tell her that a coworker was also carrying his child. According to official documents, in 2021, just months into his relationship with Artisha, Brandon sent Danielle a series of text messages telling her he was not in a position to be a father to her baby. He called the pregnancy a mistake and asked her to end it. But Danielle refused. She told him she was already 5 months along, and that terminating the pregnancy wasn't something the doctors would agree to at that stage. She decided that she was going to have the baby, with or without him. On June 8, 2021, the same month Brandon and Artisha became official, Danielle posted to Facebook that she was in a relationship with a man who went by Cartel Neno on social media. Although that post seemed like a confirmation that she and Brandon were done, she never clarified publicly, and the details of exactly where she and Brandon stood after that point remained complicated. When Artisha found out about the pregnancy, she chose to stay in the relationship with Brandon. With this decision came friction. She already had to navigate his estranged wife and his son Kingston, and she made it known that adding another child and another woman into that arrangement was not something she was willing to do. Their relationship had never been steady. Artisha was reportedly seeing other men at various points, which Brandon was aware of but struggled with emotionally. In December 2021, Brandon gave Artisha a promise ring. On December 23rd, he sent messages to her family members, declaring that she had changed him, that he was fully committed to her, and that his past of being unfaithful was behind him. In those same messages, he acknowledged that Artisha had told him not to purchase anything for Danielle or the baby if he was serious about their future together. On January 27, 2022, Brandon filed for divorce from Zaria. It was a move clearly designed to demonstrate to Artisha that he was committed. But the reality of Danielle's due date remained unresolved between them.
Alexa, turn living room light purple.
3 days later, on January 30th, Danielle and April spent the day running errands and picking up last-minute baby supplies. That same evening, at 5:42 p.m., phone records showed Brandon had searched on Google. Can you tell what weapon a bullet came from? That night, Danielle went into labor. The hospital was still operating under pandemic visitor protocols at the time, which limited each patient to a single visitor. Under this arrangement, Danielle chose Brandon. Despite his absence throughout most of the pregnancy, she wanted him in the room because he was still her child's father. While he was at the hospital with Danielle, Brandon was also in constant contact with Artisha. She told him she was pretty much over the relationship because of the new baby. The birth of Kennedy was not a celebration for Artisha. She questioned whether Kennedy was even his child. Around 1 or 2 a.m. on January 31st, Kennedy Hoyle was born. A few hours after the birth, Brandon left the hospital and drove to meet Artisha in person. They talked. Nothing was resolved, and he went back to the hospital. But Artisha had already purchased her paternity test from Walgreens and brought it to him there herself. That evening, Danielle posted a photo to Facebook with the caption, "I've been waiting on them to bring her to me all morning." Friends and family filled the comments with congratulations. On February 1st, 2022, around 4:30 in the afternoon, Danielle was discharged. She brought Kennedy home to the house in Whitehaven, where April and Jariah were. Relatives who had been waiting to meet the newest member of the family passed Kennedy from person to person, everyone taking a turn holding her. At 6 p.m., Danielle told her mother she needed to take Kennedy back to the hospital for routine testing. April didn't think much of it. She testified that she believed it was plausible because something similar had happened with one of her own children after a discharge. What no one at the house knew was that Brandon had contacted Danielle. He told her he had baby clothes for Kennedy and asked her to meet him so he could hand them off. April stated that she learned Danielle had actually left to go see Brandon, and the hospital story was a cover. At 8:32 p.m., surveillance footage at a Mapco gas station on Brooks Road captured Danielle and Brandon together. Kennedy was with her. They left the station at 8:51 p.m. At 9:02 p.m., Brandon's phone placed him near the intersection of Levi and Sedgwick, a dark, isolated road in Whitehaven, with no reason for anyone to be there at that hour. For the next 20 minutes, his text messages to Artisha went completely silent. It was the longest gap in their communication all day. During those 20 minutes, Brandon shot Danielle, pulled her from the car, took Kennedy, still secured in her car seat, and drove away. At 10:24 p.m., Brandon arrived at his parents' house in Cordova. He left Kennedy in the car, went inside, changed his clothes, and left his stained Adidas slides and windbreaker in a closet. At 10:54 p.m., he texted Artisha, just left the house. But his phone showed he wasn't at his house. He was on Mud Island, moving toward the Wolf River boat ramp where it meets the Mississippi. At 11:20 p.m., his phone pinged at that boat ramp. He removed Kennedy from her car seat and threw her into the river. At 11:39 p.m., less than 20 minutes after leaving that boat ramp, he sent a text to Danielle's phone. He wrote, "Show me Kennedy. I'm going to take her tomorrow." At 11:59 p.m., he pulled into a Walgreens parking lot, went inside and bought a plush teddy bear, a Valentine's Day card, a six-pack of Sprite, and gummy candy for Artisha. He sat in that parking lot and wrote in the card about their future together, about raising Kennedy, Kingston, and Aaliyah as a blended family. Then he texted Danielle again. Give her a kiss for me. Just miss her. That's all. Love y'all. He was sending messages to a phone he knew would never be answered, building a paper trail that suggested he had no idea what had already happened on that road. At 12:13 a.m. on February 2nd, he drove to a Walmart and threw Kennedy's car seat behind the building near a dumpster. But while he was still at Walgreens writing in that card, Officer Cody Sutton was patrolling the area near Sedgwick and Levi. He spotted a tan Chevy Cruze parked on the wrong side of the road with a shattered window. So he ran the plates. The car came back registered to Danielle Hoyle with an address on Windcrest Drive. Officers went to the scene, and Danielle's body was found lying in a ditch near her car. There was no sign of the two-day-old baby her family said had left with her. Police made their way to April Campbell's door that night with the news. Danielle was gone, and Kennedy was missing. Around 1 a.m., Brandon showed up at Artisha's house. They got in her car, and he told her that Danielle's family was looking for him. Then they drove to his parents' house in Cordova. At 1:07 a.m., Memphis police detained both of them. On the morning of February 2nd, 2022, at 8:45 a.m., a statewide Amber Alert was issued for Kennedy Hoyle. Brandon was brought to the Memphis Police Department's homicide office on North Main Street. Sergeants Jacoba Boyd and Charles Winbush began questioning him, and the interrogation stretched on for hours. His story changed repeatedly. First, he said he handed Danielle the baby clothes, and she drove off alive. Then he admitted they had met in a secluded area and talked. Then he said he left Kennedy in her car seat near the river. Then he said he removed her from the seat and placed her by the water.
Can you clarify that for us? Can you see how far she go on water? The question was, or how far in the water did you throw her? The question?
He said it wasn't far. It didn't go as far as an minute.
Okay.
And then Brandon said something detectives had not yet suggested to him, that he had fired the weapon. He explained that he told Danielle he heard something behind her, and when she turned to look, he drew the firearm and fired multiple rounds at her.
What do you say then about body say he pulled her from the vehicle and then he took maybe from the backseat of the vehicle and put the baby in the car seat inside his vehicle and let me see. So is that political right there? Yes. Some back on the last yes. I'm sorry. Yes, that's right there. You remember how many shoes she was wearing? I don't remember the brand, but I believe they were running shoes. Running with those shoes? Yes. Was that her shoes? On the side of the car? Yes. That's me in the picture. Okay. Bring them back. Now, those right there, right? Yes. And there's two headlights right there. Those showcasings.
He described the car rolling backward after the shots. How he had to get in and stop it. How he pulled Danielle from the vehicle. He described driving to Mud Island and leaving Kennedy into the Mississippi River. When detectives pressed him on why, he said he was trying to get his life situated. He said he simply did not want the child, and pointed to the pressure he was under, specifically Letitia's demands for a maternity test, and told investigators he acted on instinct. Brandon was then taken by police to show them the exact location where he said he had put
about your
Kennedy.
damn business. That's crazy damn hell. Your baby going to the rest of your damn life. And the mother of your kids, what the hell you did, fool. Pause this second. Is this spot right here, can you tell us where you went to from this spot?
Go first.
That's coming up.
Right there is what they said. That's what he said.
About all the
Right there, yeah.
Right in front of you. One that very good. I think
I can't believe see that place the way it's moving.
Get the damn water though.
So you guys think that you'll find maybe black out there?
After all this time, we didn't find good light out there. We still hope to find it.
In the water though.
From February 2nd through February 7th, 2022, an extensive search operation spread across the Mississippi River. Memphis Police, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, helicopters, drones, and cadaver dogs all combed the water.
They said they can probably lead so far, but they got a lead down here. We just came back and we went back to the first thing. where my daughter was. They had a couple of cars from crime scene. And somehow we saw on Channel 13 that the police was still here, but they told us they were leaving. So we came back. And that's when we saw everything down here. They got the divers looking, helicopters looking, red tape around certain areas. They won't tell us nothing until they know something. They said they haven't found anything that they're following up on police.
Their investigation, what they trying, they can't tell us to They say they ain't found the body.
Tell us what's going through your mind. I just want my baby. That's all I want. A sister wanted to come home. She keeps calling and saying where she is. I can't tell her. I can't tell her. She want her baby. She want her baby. And I wanted to. So I know somebody knows something. They tell us what she is. We just want her to come home. I'm going to let them do their investigation. But if I'm saying I want to help, I should be help. That's my baby. That's my grandbaby. I only had my baby 10 minutes. And I haven't seen her since. Why would somebody want to hurt her baby? She didn't do anything to you. Y'all could have took her to a police station, dropped off somebody important. I'm just praying that she ain't hurt. I just want her to come home. That's all I want. I just want my baby to come home.
The only thing recovered was Kennedy's hat, found resting on overgrown weeds at the water's edge.
I found the little baby hat. Well, it was just sitting right on top of the overgrowth and debris, and it wasn't grass, like weeds that are dead.
Kennedy was never found. In the immediate days after the Amber Alert went out, Brandon's estranged wife, Saria, posted publicly to clarify that she had no involvement whatsoever. She wrote that people were confusing her with Brandon's actual girlfriend, that they had been separated for years, and that their son Kingston had undergone surgery on February 1st, the same day as the incident. She stated her only contact with Brandon was about co-parenting their son. Some people pointed to Cartel Nino, the person Danielle had referenced in her June 2021 Facebook post, as a potential suspect. But he was cleared quickly. Relatives confirmed he was incarcerated at the time of Danielle's passing. Brandon was initially held on a $5 million bond. On February 7, 2022, the grand jury indicted him on 2 counts of first-degree charges. He entered a not guilty plea on all counts.
The man accused of killing his newborn baby and her mother entered a not guilty plea. WRAG's Bria Jones was inside the courtroom today and she joined us live with the emotional reaction from the victim's family. Bria?
Brandon Isabel was only in court briefly, but for the victim's family, every second was back in pain. I can't see the monster who did this to them.
April Campbell says time stood still when she locked eyes with the man accused of killing her daughter and granddaughter. 25-year-old Brandon Isabel appeared in court Monday, charged with killing his 2-day-old daughter, Kitty Hoyle, and her mother, 27-year-old Danielle Hoyle. Campbell says this was her first time since
I just said her name wrong. It's Hoyle. It's Danielle Hoyle.
Why are you telling me? Why are you not telling me what my baby is? Why are you not telling me? I'm sorry. I mean, something, you know. Something. You can't be that cold-blooded.
According to the police affidavit, Isabel admits he shot Danielle in the head and tossed his baby girl in the Mississippi River. Campbell says Danielle and Brandon worked together and weren't involved long.
Oh, I see her smiling. It's tough because she was like, Mama, this is going on.
She says Isabel even came to visit the baby.
He got to hold her every day. How could you kill something this hard? I'm serious.
On February 12, 2022, Dozens of community members and loved ones gathered on Windcrest Road in Whitehaven, the street where Danielle had lived, for a candlelight vigil held in honor of both her and Kennedy.
And it's a very tough night for the loved ones of Danielle Boyle and her 2-day-old baby. Family and friends held a candlelight vigil for the mother and her daughter Kennedy. The community showed their support as they honored the two through a special ceremony with encouraging words, prayer, and a balloon release in Memphis this evening. Boyle's mother, April Campbell, says that she can't believe that this is her reality. And she urges anyone who may be in a similar situation to not ignore any warning signs of abuse.
Supposed to be loving them like that. Supposed to be loving them like that. I ain't loving them. I can't love them. I got love them. That's not right. That's not right. Like I said, if you feel somebody mistreated you, I mean, be sensitive to you, just leave. Get off. Like, you never know these people now. I mean, it's sad that you don't want to hurt them. And now you have to just leave.
Campbell also says she wants justice and won't stop until she gets answers. Memphis police continue to search for Baby Kennedy after her father, Brandon Isabel, told police he dumped her in the Mississippi River in February.
I'm just tired of this killing out here. People, please think before you do something. This is hurting us. I mean, what are you going to do when somebody shoot your parent or your child? I mean, that was my 7 child.
He felt shared by many as this ritual, as in the lives of Danielle and Kennedy Boyle.
On February 19, 2022, Danielle's funeral was held at Brown Missionary Baptist Church in Memphis.
It is a short walk to the front of Brown Missionary Baptist, but certainly a difficult journey for Danielle and Kennedy Boyle's loved ones as they were preparing to say their final goodbyes. At just 27, Danielle lived a vibrant life, her family describes, so it is only fitting they donned her favorite vibrant color, red. It was also the color of her casket, adorned with, of course, red roses, more reminders of her undeniable love, especially for her youngest daughter Kennedy, who Danielle only got the chance to love on for 2 days before both lives were cut short. But on this day, it was all about celebrating the life this young mother lived. Sadly, Danielle leaves behind a 9-year-old daughter who sat embracing her grandmother a few feet from where her mother was lying peacefully. The calm presence of white doves nearby. It's a sense of calm. Pastor Ryan Bartlett also asked while delivering the eulogy.
Stop losing your life over nonsense. This is nonsense.
Our words to describe the hurt were hard to come by when Danielle's best friend, Deshina Hill, tried to explain the heartache she continues wrestling with. Hugs and prayers are reminding Danielle and Kennedy's grief-stricken loved ones, hope is not lost.
Why do tears also appear in honor of baby Kennedy? The entire funeral absolutely powerful. Even as they get ready to head to the burial ground, it is their moment to say their final goodbyes to both a mother and daughter.
Whose family, although struggling to heal from the hurt, is sharing a message with hopes it will save a life.
But the young people need to know that we love them and they need to stop all the killing.
As they are on a mission to spread the love Danielle stood for.
On September 23, 2025, Brandon Isabel's trial began at the Shelby County Criminal Justice Center. The proceedings stretched across 7 days and featured more than 30 witnesses. On the first day, officers and first responders who initially responded to the scene testified to establish what was found and when. Sergeant Jeremy Klein introduced Apple Watch message records showing that Brandon had, months earlier, pressured Danielle to end the pregnancy. On the second day, April Campbell took the stand. She walked the courtroom through Danielle's final hours, and the moment Danielle told her she was taking the baby back to the hospital.
We have to wait watch this kid. Stand on seal, face the refrigerator right here.
Yes.
January, February of 2027, a little before that. You remember that time?
Yes, yes, sir.
How old Danielle was back then?
27, she was 2 months, 28.
You remember where she worked?
At Veterans Rest? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yeah, 2 kids. Gerard and Kennedy.
Back then,
Gerard was 9.
You said also Kennedy.
Yes.
So she was working at FedEx. You remember when, and I know you remember that exact day, when she started to see Brandon Isabel.
I remember the next day. When I started hearing that on you, it was on this day, maybe May of June of 2021.
Okay. So in early 2021, at least when you found out that. Right. How did you feel about that?
Objection, Your Honor. What's the purpose of this?
You identify Brandon's building program?
Yes.
Why would you want to point the man out? My God. She already dealing with the knockout grandbaby. You want to point the man out?
Yes.
My God.
Objection, Your Honor.
Did you approve Billy Graham Brandon's butt?
I think well, to be honest, no.
Okay.
After she told me, I just, well, I just don't like what she told me.
What did you learn about her?
That he's married.
Okay.
And I said, if he's married, I didn't think he's gonna treat you. If he's like, I didn't treat his wife, I didn't treat you.
During 2021, Danielle was pregnant, right?
Right. I learned, I want to say in June. July.
Danielle, well, what did you learn? What were your feelings about that? Do you remember what you felt about her pregnancy?
She's like about Jenny. She sent me a picture of ultrasound saying, Mama, guess what they found? What they found? They found my baby. I had to ask her, just look at the picture and see how I thought she was going to she was really excited. Everybody was excited. That's how it was going to happen.
Was the whole family excited about it? And you had other sons and daughters? How many do you have?
I had 9 total.
How many sons?
Got 5. 4 girls.
What do you remember about Brandon was involved with Danielle during the course of her pregnancy?
It was minimal that I knew of. All I knew was my baby was the one where they came home. We didn't really get talked about it. As long as she was happy and content, I was happy. No. Right.
And we're in 2022. Right. You remember that?
That day, it was just another day. We did a lot of running, as far as getting stuff lazy for the baby, a little shopping and stuff, and later on in the evening, she went to labor.
This is late on January 30th.
She went to labor, and she couldn't drive. They said she couldn't walk, but it hurt to walk, so we helped out her hands. And then I told her, I wanted to go with her, but she said Brandon wanted to be here. So she chose Brandon. It was COVID back then. You know, one person in a room with you. You got to see her more than one. I got to have a picture. And then I get on my own. Right.
Tell us about the communication daughter while she was in the hospital.
It's just y'all asking so what I'm doing. Just records. Marty, ladies and gentlemen.
She seemed excited.
She was happy. I think I got, I want to say 16 or kids.
From what you said, you can tell us that, but she was communicating with you.
Yes.
I remember you telling us that you worked that day, right? And did you work that day?
No.
Why not?
Because she's definitely a problem, and I want to face it. I didn't want to see my friend. Make sure she was good with her. And she was good at that time.
Okay. I'll take it now to a little fast forward. She brings home something, right?
Right. It was me. We don't have my kids. I mean, she never got to sit down. If everybody says, no, playing with her. We got a few pictures of her. I got to feed her. I got to change her. Change her clothes. And then I did, no, give it to somebody else. Somebody else want to do it.
How long did you how long did you and family do
A little bit.
I want to next day time.
They hit her step down right here. They should let her step down. They should let her step down.
We can use our time. We can take our time.
I'm good. Everybody, everybody got a holiday night. And play with order and
Go back just a little bit, and as you, what are you guys doing? You and family, sort of preparation campaign. You guys gather and buying things.
yeah.
You guys get ready.
once my son made home, the hospital called me, said she had never been discharged. So I had to take him back. So I didn't know what was the story. Had I known, maybe it did.
Because that's your attorney and something else. They should have told him to wrap it up.
Right.
How did it go when you left? Do you remember, did one of your boys put her in the?
Yes, my son put the knees to the car, and she strapped her in by the seat, and they
The car seat that she was in, is that the one that got her or the?
Yes.
Did y'all ever bump on it up? Was it hold up?
It was.
That's where a little bit again. She's gone about her, right? Did she call you at some point?
No, I didn't call her. I want to say
Okay.
and I called.
What did you learn about?
She said,
Tell us what you learned about her.
she was.
I'm sorry.
He just told me she was getting out of the car. She said, my mom called me right back. But I dozed off. And she never called. So like on the way later, my police was pulling in the yard. I always stay there. So me and my mom ended up go help baby. But it was police, and they were asking me, we drove over Chevy Cruise, and what was she? And I told them she wasn't her, and they felt bad. And they left, and then I actually tried to follow them, but I couldn't keep up. So I just started, because I started, it didn't I just started down, and I just kept on so the police came back the second time, and they asked me to describe my door. So I described it, and they like, yeah, By that time, I just went to the precinct because we couldn't keep up with I went to the precinct on trains. And I got there, they locked me in the precinct. And,
At some point, did you tell police who she was living with?
yes.
Was that early on? That you told them that? Or do you remember?
It was on the precinct.
I was there too, that deal about this.
It was early on.
As you and you said you were towards the same thing for Kennedy, right?
Right.
And y'all had was over the road night. That's story, that's kind of thing. You remember the day? What day? You remember the day?
The 31st.
That was early on.
Yes, like 1:21.
Okay. And you remember the day that Kennedy came home and down?
February.
You remember about time that was in?
When I got to my house, it was like 4:30.
Thank you. No further questions.
Yeah, thank you. Get tonight. You're taking that damn right.
No.
I just have a very, very quick question. Okay. Now, on the record, you talked to Mr. Bishop about the fact that you like Brandon there, right?
Right.
But did you know that he was getting worse, had been separated for a long time?
I did. Okay.
But because that dude, there was like Danielle being, right? Right. Now, you said that it didn't come to the house a lot.
He was there when I was there. I can't say if I'm not there. I work a lot.
And Danielle did like Brandon, right?
She is.
So just because he wasn't there, we were there, doesn't mean he wasn't there.
Right.
And the conversations that Mr. Bell and Danielle had, you weren't necessarily part of it, right?
Right. I wasn't.
So there could have been a lot going on, you were not just right.
Right.
Now, leading up to Danielle going into labor on the 30th, she had actually gone to the hospital a couple times the week before that, for that leading up to it, the week starting around the 23rd.
Right. Yes.
And she was keeping Brandon informed about every time she would go to the hospital, like contractions and things like that, right?
Right.
And she wanted him there at the hospital.
Yes.
And when she went into labor, he went to the hospital.
Yes.
And he was there the whole time.
Yes.
Now I want to talk to you about kind of after Danielle and Brandon stopped seeing each other, and Brandon started seeing somebody else. Okay.
Right.
Did Danielle receive any messages from anyone that you were aware of?
Not if I'm aware of, but I heard, I've never saw messages.
But you asked Danielle whether she needed to go to the police, she was getting some threatening messages from his girlfriend?
Yes.
And Danielle had said she didn't go to the police.
Right.
But it was Brandon's girlfriend that was texting her, right?
I can't say that I never saw the messages.
Was that your understanding?
Yes.
That's all I have, Your Honor. Hey, Rick.
You never saw any direct messages, correct?
No.
Did you see the message that Brandon sent her?
I didn't see it.
Did you see it right now?
Yes.
Okay. We'll work out with that abortion.
Right.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Nothing, Your Honor.
My God. I'm going to see glad she able to get down.
Teacher Stewart also testified, detailing the nature of her relationship with Brandon and the circumstances surrounding those final days.
Just the state of your name for the jury.
My name is Teacher Stewart. That is spelled A-R-T-T-E-S-H-A. Stewart, S-T-E-W-A-R-T.
I think she the person he was sleeping
And
with
how
while he was with the mother of the kids. The one who lost her life and the baby who lost their life. And the baby who lost her life.
how long were you
He
working?
was with her.
Auntie, how many children? How many?
One.
And what's your child's name?
Aaliyah.
How old is she?
4.
I want to take back to 2021. Where were you living at that time? And where was that? I'm sorry?
In Memphis.
And what was your street address?
5661 Stacy Road.
Where were you working back in 2021? And did you meet someone by the name of Brandon Isabel?
Yes.
Did he also work at FedEx?
Yes.
Do you see him in court today?
Yes.
Would you please go to describe something he's wearing?
Black.
Yeah, like my dad.
Shirt.
And shut it out, so people got to lie. And also get your Nelly Hart music to the
Thank you. You may be seated. Now, did you actually meet Mr. Isabel at That's asking me over.
Yes.
And you're gonna stand by Roger.
Yes.
And I'm in trouble. What? You know what?
Yes.
One morning I think they asked me, you know, about granddaughter morning about talking to my mom.
Yes.
And we didn't talk to her at that time.
No.
Yes, that's
Yes, in December.
Sure exactly when that was.
It is.
Here's what it is.
December 23rd.
That was right around the time that you got the ring.
Yes. Can you repeat that?
Did you find him a ring also? Did not give it to him?
No.
Investigating made him feel it, please.
This is 3 pages, collective 80, or do you want to do 80 1 and 2? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
This is their text that Brandon sent you at Canada. Like that, because how much we like you.
Yes.
So y'all might have heard this before, but I love what you so much. Y'all like for real. I feel changed it. Used to be cheated on all the women, but I don't really been that. Honestly, 100%. I was all over, I got his infection, all up, I'm thankful. She must have that heart, honestly. This is only 25, so I know. What day you do that, man? They don't Christmas that year. Christmas that. You might drive before you get right, right?
Yes.
So he gave you a ring.
The trial's later days covered the river search and the recorded confession.
His mother, his baby.
MPD Crime Scene Division Officer Dennis Williams took the stand and testified about finding the hat, which was the only physical trace of Kennedy ever recovered from that waterfront. On October 1st, 2025, the sentencing phase opened. April Campbell was called back to the stand to deliver a victim impact statement.
April Campbell, APRILCAMPBLL.
Your opportunity to tell how the death of Danielle and her grandchild affected you and your family. I'm just on the question, go from here, okay?
was my second born. The best. I mean, she was like the best. She was always happy. She lived life. She was fun to be around. She was a great mom, a great worker. She loved her daughter. They were inseparable. My grandbaby was a lap baby, like a hip baby. She was like 7 or 8. Yeah, they stuck around eating and everything just right you wanted. She had it, yeah. There's no need for you to do anything, Brandon. You could have walked away. You should have stayed home. Because my grandmother was going to be taken care of regardless. We missing out on Kenny 2 days. Not even a full 2 days. My grandbaby got just like that. You threw away like she was nothing. Come on now. Overkill. You shot my baby 5 times a day.
My God.
Now she was a rabbit dog.
Damn.
I can't forgive you for it. I don't care how much I try. I just can't. Because I
The girl don't do good. Okay, back to what you did.
We should be listening to radio. We should be looking at the picture.
That's a damn thing. My God.
I mean, I went from talking to her all day at work.
Cold hard day.
My baby was me, that hurts.
No cold, no
I don't like
night,
going around because my baby's not here. Family watching everybody got their kids. And I'm missing too. I'm missing my child, grandchild. They don't sit right with me. And they don't even have to be gone. You didn't have to do anything, Brandon. We had both. And you that was just a cowboy out. What could a kid do to you? What could Danielle do to you? I mean, I miss my girls. Everybody miss them. All we got is pictures and memories. And that's not right. I mean, 2 days. You weren't even a full 2 days. Come on now. Wasn't even a full 2 days. You could have stayed gone. We could have been there for that time. We could have spent all that time with her. But she picked you. And you took it out. Come on, you got to make it make sense. I mean, my baby was in the streets. She was working home with her child. She was on you and working home with kids as well. The girls were like, I just hate that you did. I just wish you would have stayed home. You should have stayed home. You're so many deadbeats out here. You could have been a deadbeat. You didn't have to take that life. You didn't. And I can't forgive you. I'm so sorry. I tried. I got a grandbaby that cry every day. Missing her mama. And all I can say is, it's gonna be better, right? It's not getting better for her. She miss her mama. She miss her sister. I try to get her to write a statement. Come back to her. Yeah, how she feel. She's scared to be around you. You took her mama. I mean, you took her mama from her. I mean, come on. Her sister. You know how that baby cried. Telling me to go find her sister. And I'm looking for her. I can't find her. And then you go in the river. How you think that baby feel? My grandbaby should be here. My daughter should be here. And you should have been gone. Did you?
They beat the hell out of you.
That's all I can say. I miss my girls. And they not here. They just don't sit right here at all.
Brandon Isabel also took a stand during the sentencing hearing and offered an apology to Danielle's family. On November 20th, 2025, Judge Addison delivered the final sentence. She made it clear from the bench that a standard life sentence fell short of what this case required. Brandon Isabel was sentenced to 147 years, two consecutive life terms totaling 102 years, plus an additional 45 years. The judge noted in closing that the 45-year addition represented 1 year for every hour Kennedy had been alive. Danielle Hoyle was 27 years old. Kennedy never made it past 2 days. April testified that when Danielle was laid to rest, she had a bear made with a beanie heart, so that wherever Danielle was, she wouldn't be alone without her daughter. A hat by the water's edge. That is all Kennedy left behind. No closure for the family. Just a grandmother still counting the years. April Campbell still visits Danielle's resting place. She continues to wait for the day Kennedy would be found, so that she can finally lay her daughter and her granddaughter to rest side by side. The world keeps spinning, and so does crime. Stay observant, listen to your instincts, and don't ignore the warning signs. I'll see you in the next case on Crime on Pulse. Thanks for watching.
And because some people ain't deserve to lose their life like that whatsoever. I hope they beat his ass while you there, beat the hell out of him. And he remember his daughter's face. And the mother of his daughter. You remember their face. That's a damn thing, my God. My baby ain't deserve to go out this shoe, they empty. You could have just left.